Today I want to talk about what it's like to play the long game. A lot of folks try to get these short gains where they're hoping to win something super quick, they're hoping to maximize every single deal, get as much as you possibly can, but there's a lot of value to playing the long game. So I'll give you a couple examples here. There's a customer I worked with here probably about 2-3 months ago at this point. I took the time to do the right things right. We built up the value. We talked about exactly what they need and how I could solve each of the different problems that they had. They'd originally wanted to just talk to me about an ice machine, but at the end of the conversation, I had their ice machine, I had their drinking water, I had their distilled water, and I'd created this entire solution that really kind of covered the entire facility. Point of that is I took the time to really invest in this customer and try to figure out, all the different ways I could help them, right? So we put the machine in, all the machines in, waited a little while, right? You want to prove that you're doing what you said you're going to do, prove that you're giving the value that you said you're going to give. And then, later on, I reached out to that customer and I said, hey, obviously now we've checked back in with you, made sure that everything's fine, made sure you guys are doing good. How do you feel about introducing me to the other locations that you guys have here in Arizona? They have at least 2 other locations here in Arizona, one of which is at least double, if not triple, the size of the one that was here in Tucson, and then another one up in northern Arizona as well. So that specific customer wrote an email with me on it, included the other 2 folks that were the managers of these other facilities, and told them all of the amazing reasons why he needed to talk to me. It was actually really over the top, and I couldn't have asked for anything better. So fast forward, right? So then this last Wednesday, I'm up in Phoenix and I'm meeting with this prospective customer in another location. I spent an hour and a half with this lady and really trying to put together this puzzle, right? And at the end of it, I give her a solution that's literally going to save her half of what it is that she's spending right now and be able to encompass every different facet of water that they use for anything, right? The manager comes in, they're super duper grateful that I'm there and that I'm gonna help them to solve these different problems. And it's just a matter of working through the rest of the details. But if I hadn't made the investment on the front end with the customer, the smaller customer, right? And I wouldn't have taken the time to let ourselves prove who we are and how good we are, I wouldn't have been able to ask for the other business. I have a lot of those deals that work just like that, where you play the long game, you do the right thing first, you take the time to prove what you're doing, and then you ask for the referrals, you ask for the other business, and you get the introductions that basically give you a green light to go and meet with these people. You still have to win, you still have to work, but it circumvents a significant portion of the process. You can't do that if you're not doing things right and doing them for the right reasons and playing the long game. The other thing that goes alongside of this is that the best sales reps facilitate an environment where the folks that are working with them are comfortable with sharing all of the different information with you. A lot of folks try to keep things like close to the vest and they want to give you limited information, things like that. But that's only if you're not doing things right. Now, let me be straight, man. There's always going to be people that are going to be that way to an extent. But if your reputation precedes you, you're giving them that right type of an environment, then people will tell you all of the things that you need to know to help them solve their problems. I look at it like a big giant puzzle. And so I try to give them that environment, and then they give me what I need to give them the best solution that I possibly can. It doesn't matter what you're selling and to whom you're selling it to. If you do things right, you play the long game, and you facilitate an environment where people are comfortable sharing, you're gonna win more often and you're gonna win bigger.